Welcome to Keeper of Secrets Tarot. I am Gypsy Girl, here to bring you another reading for Sagittarius. And I'm apologizing for my voice. I am still recovering from a sore throat. Here's the Hangman giving us our Nine of Swords reflection. So we're thinking, we're holding back on taking action. We're contemplating and worried about changes that may come, Sagittarius. Because of we wanting to follow what we want. We're worried that we're not going to be able to do so because we're being held back. But you are determined. And you're healing. You're healing from something. We all are healing from something. Pluto is in Capricorn in retrograde, so we're going over a deep sense of what issues we have, vice and obsessions and shortcomings, and all these daggers here with the devil showing could be just that we're focused on what makes us tick, what worries us. Just opening up some more for the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords, and then we have that, what was it, the World card with the Knight. Okay, so really wanting to change plans and do our own thing, but we want to heal. We want to heal. Now, for some, it's changing plans. For others, it's dishonesty, coming to terms with some truth or not so much the truth because of confusion that may have been caused by third parties in relationship to, I want to make an offer and we're blocked from that offer. For some, it's a question of facing up to or owning up to being responsible for choices that we made. And I say made in the past because now we're looking at that. We're facing them. Again, relating to third-party situations, the devil comes in to say that it's a mindset that we need to change, or that we are healing. Sagittarius went right into this read. I thank you, Spirit, for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. Sagittarius, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares, but most of all for showing up. And here we have the Three of Swords with our Nine of Pentacles. So having that disappointment, reflecting on the disappointment or disappointments, depending, because there are three swords, and what we've done as per overcoming the disappointments that we may be facing or thinking about with those Nine of Swords. We're overcoming nonetheless. Again, deck is splitting in three places. We have the Strength card, we have the Eight of Swords, and we have Ace of Cups. So having that courage to speak up, having that courage to change the mindset. Again, we're looking at the Hangman that showed himself being able to see beyond and make the change and actually go with a different direction, a different mindset, because we have either found love, want to make an offer, or we are thinking about ourselves. This is more of taking a trip. This is more of communicating with someone. Queen of Pentacles could be earth sign. It's a question of change. Big change. And that, again, the Eight of Swords, the Eight Strength card, is a reflection off of the portal for the Lion's Gate opening up, and being that it was yesterday, when in timeline as to when I did this reading. It was on the 8th of August. I was supposed to do this reading and I didn't. Today that I do this reading is on the 9th, full moon in Capricorn. The portal is it's not that it's not there, or it's not there anymore. It's a question of what you felt and how you related to the opening of that portal. Were you aware of it? Did you take steps? Did you do something? Did you have a different perspective? Did you push yourself? Did you hold yourself back? Did you make a choice? Are you willing now to make a choice? Have you seen something that's made you shift so that you can close off a cycle and put down a burden and have happiness come? Because it's the cup here that says, I want to make an offer, I want to receive an offer, or I'm thinking about giving to myself what others have not given me or that have denied me, because I'm able to see beyond my own pain and see healing come. That Temperance card. Sagittarius, you are affected deeply by even the portal opening up because of your spiritual connection. It is all about spirituality. It is about connecting spiritually. It is about starting over. It is about having that high level of communication, speaking truth and talking about what you really want to another person in making an offer, and having that victory come to you, that you are able to step off into something brand new and have the faith to speak your truth. This card won't go down. We have the Page of Pentacles with the 13. So there's your transformation coming full circle to the Fool and being able to relate to another. Being willing and wanting to, having your cup ready to share with another, because now we have 2 cups. And that desire for marriage, that 9 of Wands, healing a marriage in some cases, healing a coupling, or just healing the heart, the self, the desire for love, wanting to open up and be ready for a relationship that can go to a higher level. Being able to focus on what it is you really want. And here he is, the King of Pentacles with the Death card. So someone is changing, or someone has a plan to change, or someone is learning and growing and opening up and becoming that partnership, wanting to marry, wanting to step forward and heal, so that you can focus on having that relationship. Again, change, fundamental change is happening. It's because of what took place in the past. It's because of your connection to another person or place or group. It really is dependent on you, what the higher level of relationship is. It's a celebration of, it's a victory, it's achieving, whether it's graduation, it's marriage, it's divorce, even it's signing of a contract with a company, signing of a contract with partners. It's being open, it's being honest, it's following your intuition, it's coupling, it's making a really strong contract that's very binding, that is strong in the sense where earth and water make mud. So you're building up the mortar, you're putting together, you're coming together and making the mortar to have this relationship. And then we have the 7 of Swords. So again, take it as it resonates. If it is that you found out that someone's lying to you, then new contracts are being created, old ones are being ripped up and destroyed. You are finding out what you really want through the victory of that Ace, and The Seven of Swords is you thinking about how you're going to move forward next, dealing with your emotions. I mean, it's either positive or negative depending on your situation. You could be wanting to just move on your own and you're thinking of how. Again, we have the Chariot, so it's another 7. So really reflecting from your emotions, going deep within and feeling around inside. Okay, is this really good for me? Do I want this? And having the will to act on that desire. And being really committed to the cause, whatever the cause is, because we have a Page of Cups and a 10 of Cups. So the cause in itself is about proposing or being proposed to, putting your mindset into, I want to get married, I want to be in a relationship, manifesting for some, wanting to bring that through from the Lion's Gate, a commitment. Sagittarius, I thank you for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Most of all, for showing up. In Spirit, I thank you for protecting and keeping the collective safe, for protecting me and keeping me safe. I'm using the Stained Glass Tarot by James Edward. 6 of Wands, victory again. Overcoming an emotional disturbance or just overcoming that fear, overcoming that distrust, overcoming something of needing to heal. And that Ace of Cups, wanting to be in a commitment, having that victory march where you really want it, so you're going for it and you're going to get it, because the Empress says here that you will have everything that you need. And we can even call this out in September, because I feel that it is a timer for September, October, wherein if you are manifesting for a relationship, it is going to take form in October, latest September, earliest. Change is coming. The 13 reflects on Saturn in retrograde, coming out of retrograde on the 13th of October. Following your intuition, really following your intuition. Like smack dab, you don't miss, you get it, you know what's to come, you have every step planned, in the sense where following your intuition, you know what you need to do, you don't have to worry anymore. That's the whole point here. That 9 of Swords, you wanted to overcome, you're overcoming it with our King of Swords, that determination and following your feelings. And that Queen of Cups is really holding on to the theme of this read, where it's you are following your emotions. And now the King of Swords has taken over, and we have 9 of Wands with the World card. So again, ending up fears, ending up anything that is disturbing to you, ending up confusion, and having everything that you need, because either judgment is coming to you by October, September, October, now. Even in some cases you're getting news now. Others of you will wait until September, October for legal news or legal victory. Queen of Swords, some of you are getting divorced, some of you are getting truth. Deck is just splitting. Again, King of Pentacles showing up here with the Knight of Pentacles. So we have a plan, we have balance coming back in, we have money, we have work, we have control, we have authority, we have victory at best. It is your money that you will be in charge of. You will have control over your money or assets. And the 3 of Wands says that you're going to go on a trip. Maybe you just decide to just change something about where you are. Again, You have a plan that's been in the process, it's been in the works. King of Swords says you're determined to follow through. Again, if you have news coming, it is coming. It is, if you're expecting news, it is coming. Sagittarius. We have the King of Cups. We have the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so we're bringing things back into balance with our emotions. We're getting the truth. We're getting divorced. We're getting the news of the divorce. We're getting what we need that will sustain us. We are determined. We are going from water to air. So we're from water to air. We're going from our emotions to our logic. We're moving away from the emotional blockages, and we're opening up our minds to the logic of what needs to be done, and we're following through with that King of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Sagittarius, what a mouthful. I'm using the Celtic Cross layout and the Herbal Astrology Oracle deck by Adriana Ayales. It must be the energy. Let's see how long we go here. So we have our Justice card coming up first and foremost. So it's karma. Whatever you've been through, you had to go through it. Whatever's been bogging you down or making you feel like you're stuck, it's because it's unfinished business that needs to finish. It is a sign of completion that is coming. We had the Nine of Swords, Nine of Wands. Then we had Nine of Pentacles. Then we had the World card. We see the ending coming. We're on the verge of it, the cusp, as I like to call it. We're there. The next step is the end, where you will have victory come. You will have success. And then, of course, the truth prevails. Again, we are about August. This is all about August, though it is not set for August. It is a timeless read. So even in August, because I'm doing the read in August, if you come to this reading later on, whenever, it will be then that it is meant for you to be heard. And whatever is taking place in your life at that moment is indicated by justice being served. Even if it is difficult for you, it has been difficult. This is really been difficult. I know it. I know because I myself experienced difficulties with my Sagittarius connection, and here we have the truth coming out. So, and happiness, not just truth. The Sun is the most powerful card in the deck. It even burns the devil, because this is pure joy, and the devil doesn't like happiness. So trump the devil with the Sun, right? So happiness, karmic justice, even justice, where the scales of justice are tipping in your favor. You have the sword of truth, you have victory, you have the Six of Wands, you have the Sun. For some of you, it's a test of being honest. It's a test of telling the truth. It's a test of speaking your truth. Will you be able to? Are you in a position that you feel that you will be compromised if you do? Here we have the Queen of Pentacles, Sagittarius. You are fire with earth on your mind. It is your security, your stability that you are thinking about. But not just thinking about it. You are able. Justice says that you are able to take care of yourself. We have the Empress that showed up a couple of times, and now we have the Queen of Pentacles. This is your mindset, that you are responsible. Could be that you are in a relationship for convenience, or that you are aiming, or maybe not, aiming for that. If you want to get into a particular commitment, it is for your convenience. It is for you to have the ease of being in that commitment or relationship, regardless of what level of relationship you are getting into. It is convenient for you. That's what you're thinking here, that it is to your convenience, that you can support whatever it is that you're getting into. You don't have to worry about money when it comes to our Queen of Pentacles. She's very resourceful in that sense. And this is where your mind is. Could be that what you are receiving through justice, the legal system or from karmic connections. It is to support you in your future endeavors. Here we have our high priestess. So you're following your instinct. You always have, and you continue to do so. This is your trump, your strength card. This is where you win. This is what makes you win in legal endeavors, legal battles. It's your instinct. You know where, and you do the right thing. It's not just what to do or say. It's doing the right thing. You're backed up by spirit for that. You're protected. And here we have the Queen of Swords. So for some it's a divorce that has come through. For others it is finding out certain truths. And yet again for others it is being patient and waiting your turn. You've been waiting for something to come, and you've been waiting for justice to be served on whatever level. And it has come. You have received, or you will. Well, it is in the past. So you've made the steps that you needed to make, and then you were waiting for the results to come in. That's what this is. That's where your mind is. You're just being able to function without worrying about money. And this is where your happiness comes in. Sagittarius, it's a good read, because Spirit is backing you up all the way. We have all the feminine strength here, including the Sun, which is actually a father figure, but here we see the feminine portrayal of the Sun, which is that rejuvenation, rebirth, birth, new life, having a new life, not just procreation, but you're rebirthing into something new, or someone. You see a different side of yourself, in other words, because we saw the 13, and this is where that personality is enhanced, where you change, you have that fundamental change, and you become more. And here we see our Two of Swords. So the future is, we're needing to make a decision, or we are holding back on deciding. Again, we're protecting our heart here. We've become a little more discerning. Maybe we're practicing that discernment. We're practicing it here. Two of Swords is in Aquarius, and we have it's so fuzzy here. I think I was saying that the full moon was in Capricorn. No, I was saying that it was in Aquarius. I'm just looking at my list. I'm thinking, why is it saying that the full moon is in Aquarius? The full moon is in Capricorn. That could be my Mercury retrograde. I'm sorry, I'm just deflecting. It's because I saw Aquarius, and I'm thinking I would have to revisit my list as to when. I'm sorry, I don't mean to linger here. It's just, yeah, it's odd. Okay, I'll revisit that. I will revisit that. Because the full moon is in Aquarius. And oh yes, it's going into Aquarius. It's already out of Capricorn, or going out of Capricorn into Aquarius. So that would mean it's the 10th or the 11th that the moon will linger or turn into Aquarius. So you may get news, or you may get the timeline coming in as of now, is what I was saying. That's right. Okay, sorry about that, Sagittarius. Here we are, the 10 of Wands. I'll take cards just to open up a little more about the two. Because of the sun here, it creates that contradictory. But then this is the test. This is the test. to bring yourself that ultimate joy, and to be more discerning in proceedings or in your adventures or ventures with other people. Here we see the Ten of Wands, which is where you are now, and that's the burden being put down. That's something coming to an end. You're right on the verge of it. Again, it is feeling happy. It is getting good news. It is experiencing pure joy. Someone is very happy. Someone is Nine of Pentacles, so they're on their own and they're independent and they've done what they were supposed to do. They feel good about themselves. They are thinking that they don't have to do anything more. They can take a break. They're reaping the rewards of what they have done. And maybe this is through you. They are satisfied. They have satisfaction where money is concerned. Maybe you've done something that helps someone, find the value of what they have done, their work, their reward. They're being rewarded, or they see you as a reward, or they see that there's business with you is rewarding. Something with you for them is rewarding. Life with you and them is rewarding. Maybe they want to open up and offer you some form of commitment. Here we have Eight of Wands. So distancing, mastery, going to school even. Fear in this is of moving away, not staying together, being alone, being away, moving on. But then the desire is to do just that, to move away, to move on, to exercise what we know, because we have something that has come in. The justice that is being served is helping us to grow and develop and move on and possibly teach. Again, having that sense of security. Somebody is very secure with you. And the final card here is the Ace of Swords. So it's a victory all around. And then the deck opens up on the Eight of Cups. So wanting more, wanting to leave. Again, that fear, hesitation. There's a hesitance here. What is this Two of Swords? Ending up of a cycle. Page of Swords, understanding something, going to the truth, and then there's that Eight of Swords, being stubborn. Again, the Empress, having everything. What is this? Some financial joke? Attitude is changing. Being stubborn, letting things go, not letting things go. Nine of Swords is completely worrying. Going into developing more worries. Here we have the end of a cycle. Something coming to an end is probably freaking somebody out. And I say financial joke because someone is not believing. They want more. They want more proof. They want more information. They don't believe it. Maybe you will have such joy coming your way that you yourself will not believe it. And you will ask for more details, because here you are dropping a burden. Something is being let go. You yourself are letting go. Again, the 13 that I was talking about has come back again. The Nine of Cups is satisfaction or overindulgence, but it doesn't seem to be overindulgence here, because we have the Knight of Pentacles, who's steady, who's really focused, and really looking into having that satisfaction and changing and growing and becoming more. Again, that Eight of Cups that opened up. And then we see that we're being stubborn. We don't want to change. Somebody's hesitating. They don't want to change. They don't want to change. They'd rather put an end to something than change. take that as it resonates, because that's quite a 360, well, 180, I say 180 turn from the sun, because true happiness is coming, and someone will say no to it. Having that wisdom, acquiring wisdom, understanding, at least on a very slow, long term process, very long term here, very slow, but looking for the happiness. And then the Ten of Cups, happiness with someone from the past, looking into your happiness, turning away from an old plan, saying, no, I don't want to do this anymore, I want something else. Being that maybe there was someone who's overindulgent, that you will want to leave, that you will have enough understanding, enough wisdom, enough of something where in September or even October, again, it's coming up to when what we couldn't get here, we're getting it here, we're getting it in other cards, apparently. Seeing that you have, I see the Nine of Swords is here, so we'll stop on the 9 because we have the 8 and the 1 here to make 9. And we see that something is coming to an end, something, or you're finding your happiness. That knowledge of what true happiness is, and seeing what was in your past, remembering or meeting up with someone from your past, and here's that 9 with the 10 of Swords coming out with all truth, and we see the Empress again under here with the 7 of Wands, holding into your integrity. Could be that you are standing your ground and you're seeing things from afar, and you're really probably going to put an end to something in October. That's the 9 of Swords here. Something coming to an end. Victory is yours. Truth is yours. We have the 10 of Swords. Something's coming to an end. We have the 10 of Wands. Something's coming to an end, Sagittarius. It's inevitable. You wanting to go off on your own. You getting your divorce in some cases. You deciding I've been waiting long enough. I've been waiting for a long time. Now I'm just going to move on. I want to move on. And you'll be able to afford it. It'll be to your convenience. What is the oracle message for Sagittarius? Rhodiola. Enchantment. Oh, I need the book. It's a root, it's a unicorn. Oh boy. And Uranus. So unexpected. You see, suddenly everything changes. Suddenly. Mercury. So again, the logic. What is logical to you is, okay, it makes sense for me. It is quite convenient for me to move on. 37. Let's see, 37. Here we go. Magic, wisdom keeper. Again, the Hermit. Purity, higher consciousness, clarity, intuitive intellect. Again, all the cards that we just, Queen, Empress, the High Priestess, Queen of Swords, the 13, they reflect all of this. The wisdom, the Hermit, clarity, our High Priestess, she's understanding. Our Page of Swords, wanting that confirmation, needing to get more information, not believing the news, not believing the truth, not believing the happiness. Ruled by Uranus and Mercury. For centuries, rhodiola or golden root has been used in Russia and Scandinavian traditional medicine. Many studies have been published on this root, as it has been used to increase physical endurance, longevity, energy, productivity, and resistance to high altitude sickness, and to treat fatigue, depression, anemia, impotence, gastrointestinal ailments, infections, and nervous system disorders. Let's go for the guidance on this. The unicorn is known as the great protector for the forest. Like rhodiola, some unicorns are said to live near high mountains to this day, nourishing and protecting the wise and ancient wise and ancient forests left. Rhodiola is in your cards today to remind you that you are intelligence embodied, intuitive, articulate, and knowledgeable. You exude mastery, purity, authority, and wisdom. Emotions do not cloud your judgment. Your actions are measured carefully and intuitively, as you contain ancient codes on the ways of heaven and earth. The subtle essence of the unicorn resides in the third eye. If unicorn medicine comes to you, your sense of wise creativity and aliveness will deepen. Don't neglect your medicine. Honor your natural gifts. Stand tall. Own your medicine and who you are becoming. Embrace that change. If this is you, non-believing, you will come around because you are being called. On that note, Sagittarius, I thank you again for your likes, your subscribes, and your shares. Until our next read, love and light.